Investigation time. Who killed your hero? He was totally calm. Well, yeah, it's Byakuya, bro. That nigga's always calm for no reason.
I see.
That nigga ain't scared. Look, Chihiro's corpse has been suspended somehow. And something's been written on the wall. Bloodlust. So control away, do you agree? They killed her. How can it not be brutal? No, that's not my point. The murder is too bizarre for any day. Amateur to have committed it. Unlike Sayaka, the murder was committed. It's not a crime of passion. It's almost as whoever did it for fun. See what I mean?
What do you mean? What the heck?
I heard screaming. Did something. And the body announcement.
A body has been discovered. After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
What?
That's right, you were unconscious during Sayaka, so you don't know about it. What you just heard was a body discover announcement. Apparently, when 3 or more people discover a body, an announcement plays to let everyone know. I imagine it's so that the search for the culprit can process fairly for everyone involved. The body discover announcement, then Chihiro's really is dead. Oh. Or you start screaming your head off, go round up everyone. It seems another game has begun. Another life or death game to uncover the killer.
Nigga, what the fuck?
What happened?
Hold up.
As everyone made their passion way to the scene, it felt like no time has passed. It's almost as my senses of time has been taken, winged and flown away. When I finally came back myself, I saw everyone had the same look, confusion and anger. We all stood there, gathered around Chihiro's body.
Damn.
Bro! She was powering up. So there's another victim, which means we are now in the same position once again. Fuck, man.
What the?
What is this?
What?
It's a dream, it is a dream. It's all just a dream. In fact, I haven't been born yet. I don't have any memory of being alive. Fumi, shut your fat ass up. For now, let's pay attention to the wall.
So...
blood loss. I don't think this is any kind of dying message. It's just too strange. You know the thing about writing blood loss in blood, doesn't it sound familiar? A murderous fiend who kills again and again using a bizarre, brutal method, and at the scene of each crime, the word blood loss is written in the victim's own blood. They're like a ghost attacking suddenly, then slipping away before the police can even catch him. That's what nickname did the internet gave this mysterious. And what nickname did the internet give this mysterious story? What? Genocide Jack. Murder scene?
What is this?
This is some kind of copycat killer trying to imitate Genocide Jack's style? Well, who would do anything like that? Perhaps it's a work of real genocide. The real? Wait, are you saying Genocide Jack has here in the school?
No way!
I'm not going as far as this right blood lost at the scene. I am surprised of their stupidity.
Well,
Can't imagine worse the situation than dealing with the stupid murderer.
Oh fuck.
Toko? The most fun toast. Toko was the last ride, and now she was just... Oh man, I guess she dead. Shaquila? Shaquila? Oh my gosh. Oh my fucking god. She fucking dead.
Bro,
these-
what the?
What happened? You playing Rainbow?
No. Dude, oh my god, so... Hold up.
Bro, these noodles with sriracha kind of hits different.
Oh, hell no.
Wait, you don't put sriracha?
No, I put Valentina.
I mean, Valentina's okay, but like sriracha, that shit hits. That gives a lot of flavor.
Okay.
She fainted. That does not sound good. Toko.
Let's fucking restart, dude.
Toko, you okay? Come on, wake up. Oh, that's right. Just remember, she said that she somehow. Wait. I just remember what she said about how she faints anytime she sees blood. Also, she's a hemophobic. Hemophobe. Fuck. Okay. I imagine she does not want to watch. I imagine she does not watch too many horror films. This isn't a violation against the rules, right? I mean, technically she passed out somewhere else besides her room. No, I think it's okay. Like, the regulation is probably sleeping, like on purpose. So since she didn't faint on purpose, it doesn't count.
Just a second.
Toko, can you hear me? Can you wake up? She heard Toko suddenly shot up. And she literally jumped up from where she was laying. Which was a strange reaction. I was at a total loss for words. She leaped straight up into the air, changing her stance as she did. Dude, her tongue is out, bro. Pause. Put that shit away. Dirty ass. Knowing the physical condition she was in, she goes through. Her emotions was totally haphazard. Sorry about that. I was just so shocked, you know. It happens right away. West Side, Toko, you okay? No, I'm sorry. Was that a dead body here? Are you?
What the heck?
She must hit her head real hard when she thinks. The wood has a front and back, a topping and bottom, a seed proof and web of light.
Well,
It's freaking funny. I mean, she does sound completely different. No, everything's fine. At least the stuttering sound. That's a good thing, right?
I see.
It's gonna be that everything is not fine. Your eyes seem strangely vacuum. Maybe best if we take her back to the room for now.
so,
I don't mind take her, but can someone help me? You need help? I don't. Tucker, could you help me? She totally ignored me. Well, you take care of the girl and the rest of us can start the investigation. I can assume nobody has a problem leaving Sakura and Mondo on guard duty again. Hold on a second. Referring to investigation, the mastermind isn't behind this. The mastermind isn't behind that. After what happened at last time, I'm sure you realize that.
Don't make me repeat myself.
There's no question. There's no question that Chihiro was murdered by someone among us. Is that right, man?
of course.
Right, it's right. But don't think it's a bad thing. It's just a fact of life. Because that's how graduation works. Then it happened again. Is that what you're saying? That another one of us? Another one of us, a fellow classmate. What, does that freak you out? You guys got no balls, you know? Is there just nothing down there at all? Well, I'll let you pray to mine if you want. Actually, I don't have one either. So
Stop talking.
stop monologuing and give us what you came here to give us. You did bring it, right? I sure did.
It's the Monokuma file. See ya later.
Please do very tippy-top best on this investigation.
No way.
Do we really gotta do another investigation? Examining the corpse of one of our friends, having to suspect all our other friends.
Why?
I hate this. I hate it too. I have enough. I'm getting out of here.
Hey!
Where do you plan on going? There's nowhere to run.
Such
It's
ignorance.
accepted already. After all, blood is just liquid. A dead body is a simple object. Yikes. Yikes.
Naturally.
How can I not be? If we don't unmask the culprit, we'll all die. It's true, but to jump into it so soon? What do you want to die?
Such
Fine, they're
ignorance.
going off. Then go off and die somewhere else. Right now. Go ahead. You're a waste of space. Goddamn.
Damn you!
A dead body is an object.
Piece of shit!
Chihiro was an object. Show a little respect while being so into you.
Calm down.
Everyone stop blickering and listen. Truth is what the Yakuza said.
Because
If we don't solve the mystery and find the killer, our lives are forfeit. And if Yakuza is right that Genocide Jack is somehow the one that killed Chihiro,
that's right.
and once we do something, more victims can start falling. Forget more victims. If we mess this up, we're all dead now.
Hey! Hey!
Hold on. If that's your worry, you don't gotta worry any longer. In one killing game, the guilty party may only kill a maximum of 2 people.
Huh?
What? I don't remember a rule like that.
Actually,
I just came up with it. I mean, if one person went wrong and killed everyone, your lovely student life would be all over, right? In school, attitude regulation. Okay.
so then.
In that case, why not limit it to one person?
Hey!
Well, it's a good mystery. You don't want to miss out. Be at least the potential of a serial killer angle. Just one would totally murder that possibility.
Punishment is waiting for you.
Oh, farewell for now. I'll catch you guys at plot point. I can't say I understand this thinking, but if we can kill up to 2 people, you know, one person's life could still be at danger. Or it's
Interesting.
definitely not good. We need to uncover the culprit before something else happens.
You son of a bitch!
You need to shut up.
So,
Well, for now, talking to me, I'm gonna drop off teleportation. Nice, I'm gonna drop off.
there is nothing to be done.
I don't have time to stand around here and let's investigate. If we do not solve the mystery on who killed the
Is
hero,
that okay?
then we'll all quickly follow her to her afterlife. That's true, I hate this, but if I want to survive, me and everyone else, we'll have to do this. We don't have any other choice. Okay. First of all, I better check the monkey file. Hiro Fujisaki. Time of death is estimated around 2 a.m. That's late night. No, it was definitely written for girls' locker room on the 2nd floor of the school. The cause of death was a blow to the head with a blunt object. She was killed instantly. Shit. That's all it says. Well, it's not like there's any point in complaining about it. No matter what, I gotta do what I gotta do. Come on, Himakoto, do you have a second? Did you need something?
Naturally.
Of course. Life without purpose is quite dull, you know. So what do you need? I'm going to let you cooperate. I'm going to let you cooperate with me during my investigation.
What?
I'm purchasing your talent, the same talent which allows you to solve Sayaka's case. So,
Stop
no,
talking.
You seem to have some limit use, which is why I chose you. You have the honor of contributing to my investigation. So you're inviting me to come with you. You're doing it the most arrogant way possible.
Let's go.
I'm not sure we get started, but you need to keep moving. There's no time to be standing around. I don't really know what just happened, but it looks like I'll be working with the Yakuza for this one. It's a fresh blood stain from the carpet. It must have been splattered with the blood during the murder. Dumbbell on the floor, and there's a blood stain. There's blood stain on the dumbbell. No shit. Monokuma said the file. The Monokuma file said a blow to her head with a blunt object is what killed her. So you mean this dumbbell was actually the murder
That's
weapon?
right.
I don't imagine it could have been anything else. I could feel the life draining out of my own body. It's a dead body. Chihiro's dead body.
Very strange.
The more I look at it, the more strange it is all. The more strange it all seems. It must be Genocide's Jack's handwork. But well,
What?
but we're still not sure he did it, is what you would want to say. I wonder about that. word bloodlust is written on the wall. What's the meaning behind it? Blood loss. Supposed to got blood in him, but didn't have any murder. You have time to talk, you also start investigating. She poked and prodded, going over each of the lifeless bodies. You're a very strange woman, you know, being able to touch a dead body with absolutely no trouble. She's gonna be concentrating pretty hard. It's like she can't even hear us. I use the locker room all the time, and now it's become the site of 2 years' death. Well, why was she killed in the locker room? Actually, if you think about it, she could have been killed somewhere else and carried. She was very light, that's true. It couldn't be hard for someone to carry her. But still, I still think she came here on her own by her choice. What makes you say that? She's been talking a lot about how she wanted to get stronger. So you're saying she came here to exercise? According to the Monaco Fire, apparently she was killed around 2 in the morning. Would she really be exercising that late? Hina and myself are usually in the locker room during the day, so she probably avoided it during her. Avoiding it? Although we invited her to join us more than once, she never showed up. So I'm only assuming that she tried to avoid us. And instead, she came exercising in the middle of the night.
However,
perhaps it's a bit difficult for me to imagine she would have come here alone. She wanted to start exercising, but specifically mentioned that she couldn't do it by herself. She needed support from others. So you're saying she could have come here in the middle of the night to train in secret, but that she also would have come with someone else. It's a possibility. Sakura's account. Okay. Okay. Rondo. What do you guys say? Dude had a real complex about being weak. You heard Chihiro talking about it. Alright? All I need to do is get stronger. Yeah, I do remember she said that more than once. You sure did, which I guess explains the trip down here. But did she really wanted to get stronger that badly? I already mentioned it, but she was a girl, after all. Most girls aren't that strong at all. I don't know, man. I haven't really thought about all that stuff. Because of Chihiro's complex, I can't help wonder what it might be. Mondo's account. Nice. Now I believe it's about time for us to move on. Not already.
What?
New clues won't magically appear by standing around here. We have to check every aspect of this case.
Let's go.
Though. If you're satisfied, let's hurry and process. He's so pushy, I got caught up with the wrong person this time. So this is our next location. Now this place is relevant to the investigation. Figure it out yourself. It's not fun if you do, right? Just a bunch of different clues. That's not the scene of the crime. Still more to check. Where's the check?
Hector says 13 minutes left.
That you can at least try to figure out where we should check without my help. Nigga, the boy's bathroom. It's not even a scene of crime. Nigga, where? The gun? If I remember right, this is a card you mentioned from our handbook.
What?
Do you have an issue with it? If so, we should take it up to Monokuma. He said that quickly and sharply clapped his hands together.
did you call for me?
Has he been domesticated?
That's right.
It seems Makoto has a question for
You need some?
Sure, what's up? Well, it's about the card reader.
Yep.
Yeah, the card reader has all been designed to interface with each of your handbook. You can only enter the locker room to the gender listed to your individual handbook. And it's impossible for 2 people in a row to go through it while the door's unlocked, correct?
Unbelievable.
If there was some sort of Eric terrorist on the prowl, the ceiling-mounted Gatling gun would would basically turn you into will basically be a swift cheese slaughter. Okay. And school regulations prohibited anyone from lending someone else a handbook, correct?
Of course.
So then that means only girls can go to the girls' locker room and the boys can only go in the boys' locker room. In other words, Chihiro's body being found in the girls' locker room means, Makoto, can I see right through you? Can you see right through me? Allow me to tell you what you're thinking. Since Chihiro's found in the girls' locker room, the killer must have been able to get
So, in
in there.
other words,
As such, the killer must be one of the girls. Did I get it right?
such ignorance.
Good lord, you're simple. Then am I wrong? You should pay closer attention to the regulations. The answer has been in front of you the whole time. Loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. Owning the act of loaning a handbook is prohibited. Borrowing someone else's is perfectly fine. I would not expect anything less. The project son of the noble Tomogami family. It seems you managed to sniff out the loophole in the regulations. No, I bet you created it on purpose, didn't you? To add a little more excitement in your system. You treat me like a little puny appetizer instead of a main course that I am. Now then, since the dead can't actually talk, they're not people anymore. They're things.
Yep.
Get it? Got it? Good. Wait, hold on. You're saying that's a loophole, but to borrow someone else's, then that means you have to loan it. So, so sleepy. Just listening to you makes me want to pass out. Be like Byakuya and get your poop together.
Unbelievable.
Okay. Wanna get Chingo. No more questions. Figure out the rest of your damn self.
That's fine.
Well, I know you're unfortunate, lacking of mental facilities, so I'll feed you in myself. Let's head into the main hallway. The main hall? That'll help you understand what's going on. Card reader.
I'll be right back, Hector.
Okay. We came to the main hall. So what are you looking for here? Does that mean I have to figure it out myself? Wanna get to that box? There's a mailbox here. Could you tell me inside? It's an e-handbook. No, wait. There's 3 of them. But what are they doing? So you finally found them, huh? Did you know they was here, Byakuya? I happened to find them by chance myself the other day. It seems their place is... seems there's a system where the handbooks of dead students get delivered to the mailbox. So then these 3 handbooks belong to Junko, Leon, and Sayaka? You can go ahead and confirm it yourself. I immediately turned one on the handbooks, and when I did... Sayaka Manzano. That's right, this is Sayaka's handbook. Now do you understand? This is the key to the loophole that I revealed earlier. Yes, I feel like I'm starting to get it. You should pay closer attention. Yeah. I see, yeah, now I understand.
Alright, I'm back.
I'm back. Okay, so we found the dead people's handbook.
Bruh.
So we got Sayaka's, Junko's, and Leon's handbooks.
What?
Hold on a second. What's
Very
wrong?
strange.
That's strange. One of the handbooks won't turn on. Is it broken? Whose is it? The other handbook showed up as Junko's name when I started it up. Then the other one won't turn on. It must be Leon's, right?
I see.
It would make sense, yes. After all, he did get plummeted with dozens and dozens of baseballs. Plummeted with baseballs. The memory of it came flowing back. A cruel punishment which led to Leon's death. The execution that the mastermind concocted. Cruel, heartless death. Yeah, that nigga got dead. You're right, it wouldn't be surprising for a handbook to break during the kind of sorts.
Damn it!
Hey.
Now I'm
Oh no, I wasn't reading it. Okay. That handbook is essential to student life here. Cool and trouble instrument. A super big deal. There's no way it would break that easily. But it did. If I said it wouldn't break, it wouldn't freaking break. Why did Siri turn on? I don't remember turning that scene. It can withstand 10 tons of pressure, and it's waterproof up to 100 meters, okay? I don't care how many baseballs you hit it with it wouldn't do crap. Oh, but even my amazing handbook does have one single weak point. It does?
I can't hear you.
But it's a secret. I wouldn't want you to go breaking any more handbooks.
What?
Then Leon must have been broken it somehow without realizing what its weakness was, right? It's hard to say. You know what I think? I think its handbook isn't actually broken. But you might be asking, how could that be? Leaving the question hanging in the air, Monokuma disappeared. What was just happened? Monokuma said it's not broken, but it's undeniable fact that it's not turning on.
That's fine.
Well, I don't see any connections to the case, so it doesn't matter for now. You really think so? Either way, something about it still bothers me. Broken handbook has been added. Let's go. Okay, then let's get rolling. This should be enough to get things rolling. But yeah, we need to find out who killed Chihiro. To be exact, not quite. I'm not quiet. What do you mean by that, the Akua? To be not quite. Certainly, I wanted to reveal Chihiro's killer, but precisely, I want to discover the true identity of Genocide Jack. Then you really think, you truly believe Genocide Jack is the one who killed Chihiro?
Don't make me repeat
Absolutely, I have no doubt that Genocide Jack is the culprit in this case. The murderous fiend is Genocide Jack, right? There's nobody else. There's nobody else it could be. A murderous fiend who killed again and again using a bizarre and brutal method. They're like ghosts attacking. Nickname Genocide Jack. They say he killed thousands of people, but that's got to be an urban legend. Still, could one of us really be a demented, psychotic killer like that? You're not wrong to wonder. But words mean little right now. I have something that will prove it, and I can show you. What do you need to actually know? And I have basis to believe that I'm sure that Genocide Jack is one of us. Is it really proof? There's somewhere I'd like to take you. This will provide evidence you need.
It's all clear now.
Evidence that Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro. Evidence, does that really exist? Hey, you two. Big trouble, I need your help.
I don't have time to play with you.
We're busy, leave us alone.
I mean,
It's an emergency. Please come on, you gotta come help. Fine, I'll be a
please.
Simp, stay calm.
I mean,
It's emergency. An emergency? What happened? Something happened with Toko. She's acting super strange. Well, I mean, she's acting pretty strange earlier, right? What should I do,
Very
Byakuya?
strange.
Since it's Toko, I must admit it's intriguing. I suppose we can take a second to see what's going on with her. Are you sure?
Don't make me repeat myself.
I didn't expect that. I thought for sure he'll just say no, and that'll be the end.
yeah.
Okay, come on, let's hurry up.
Let's go.
Wait for us. It looks like she headed towards Toko's room, most likely. You're right. Dude, I'm gonna change shirts. This shit's got me fucking sweaty. Like, I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt, bro.
Bruh, why?
Cause we went to 7-Eleven earlier, me and my mom. And I went to go get some Jeeps. Jeeps.
So,
That's fine.
What? Oh, nothing. It's just that Hina was really worried about you, holding yourself up in your room.
Leave me alone.
Yeah, sure thing. But could you open up just for a second?
Won't allow it.
Huh?
Won't let Genocide Jack have control. But...
That's fine.
Huh? What do you want? Ah!
It's Byakuya. What? Stop talking. Let's go. Don't make me repeat myself. Let's go. So, in other words, what? That's right. That's enough. Interesting. Such ignorance. What? So, in other words... That's right. That's right. So in other words... In other words... Interesting. Such ignorance. That's fine.
Damn, nigga, where were you? Hello? Hector,
What's up?
where were you?
Was they not talking?
No?
Are you dead ass?
I'm dead ass, bro. You were not talking.
No way. Hold up. Bro, I've been talking all this monologue and shit. All these. Oh my god. You're telling. Did I really? No, no, hold on. Let me check.
Yeah,
No.
bro, you were not talking.
This whole time. This whole time.
You had your mic muted this whole time?
I thought I had this shit unmuted. Oh my goodness. Bro, I am a. Oh my god. I'm gonna drink, bro.
Zero point 0.70.
Oh my god. I'm so pissed off. I read all this dialogue and shit, and I didn't even know I had my mic muted, bro.
Bruh.
Alright, well, you didn't beg, but I guess it's okay this time. Feel free to look in here, but you can't take it with you. Yakua handed me
I was
his file.
like, how long does it take this nigga to put a shirt on? Cause you were taking hella long.
Is that the last thing you heard from me? Like, saying like I was gonna put a shirt
Yeah,
on?
the last thing I heard where you were like, oh hold up, I'm gonna put a different shirt on.
Like,
And
I
you
thought,
weren't talking for like 5-10 minutes straight.
like, my nigga, oh my goodness. Because I thought I already unmuted myself. Alright, Yakua handed me a file and file slip, and I flipped through it with tense, nervous fingers. Suddenly, my hand stopped as I reached a page with photos of scenes of each crime section collected. Damn! This shit! My nigga! Yeah! Okay, my nigga, first thing I see, the scissors are used to suspend all the. Okay. Oh shit.
¿Qué, Coco? Salte, salte.
Names of the genocide Jack victims ran on for several pages. Ken Harda, 32. Tetsuhiro Honda, 17. 17? A 14-year-old died? Shit! A 14-year-old. My nigga got murdered at 14, bro.
Damn. Salte. Tico, salte.
That's the youngest one. Kondo Isa, 14 like 14. God damn. I'm guessing the numbers are their age for shit. And the list goes on. But one thing became perfectly clear as I read, all the killers, countless victims were killed and suspended in exactly the same way. In the scene of every murder, the word blood loss was left in the victim's own blood. Now take a look at the next page and you'll find another interesting tidbit. Profiling results. All the crime took place either on weekend days, at night, or during holidays, either day or night. The most common thing for the killing to take place was on the holidays in the afternoon. Based on these facts, it could be suggested that the suspect may be a student. Evidence suggests that the suspect lingering at the scene when they did leave, they were in panic. Because an eyewitness has never came forward, it's unlikely there was an existential reason for this. This confused behavior suggests that the suspect may potentially suffer from a Okay, basically an identity disorder. Okay.
So in other words,
A key point that the culprit may well have a split personality. A split personality like the kinds you see of TVs. So I'm part of another totally unbelievable story. But this one is way more unbelievable than anything else, right? Or maybe it really isn't. I don't know. I feel like my mind's gonna go numb. Inside Jack's case file.
let's go.
Maybe we should get going. Oh, where are we going? Anywhere else? We're finished our business here. Oh, wait. As usual, Byaku returned and left without another word. I hurried to the library to catch him. Well, this is where we part ways. I have some things I need to take care of before the class trial. Huh? Just all that?
I don't have time to play
Come
with
on,
you.
enough of your annoying misheritations. Did you really think we'd be together the whole time? Take responsibility for yourself and do something useful. Moving the investigation forward on your own.
Goodbye.
Well, goodbye. So like that, he was gone. Just as quickly, he asked me to join him, he cut me off. In the end, I felt like I was just some plaything getting tossed around. At the same time, I uncovered some really important clues thanks to him. Genocide Jock, he's the one that killed Chihiro. That murderous fiend is one of us. But who is it? I have to find out no matter what it takes. And to do that, there's somewhere I have to go investigate. One more. I have to go back to the crime scene, the girls' locker room, and I should check the boys' locker room too. The boys might. The others might have come up with some info I might use for it. Let me find everything. Hifumi, why your fat ass in here? Ding ding ding. Hifumi has discovered evidence revealing the identity of the culprit.
feel as if...
Another stat increased. Evidence what you I cannot reveal that just yet. But I guarantee that what I found will steal the killer's breath from his lungs. Are you sure about that? Oh yes, Miss Ludenberg said that she witnessed something worthwhile too. Really, what did she do? She refused to tell me. It's like when a girl bullies the boys, she's like, right. Okay, so where's Celeste? The warehouse by the dorms. She was there, but at the same time, she's not there. Where's it gonna be? Hifumi, so fucking useless. All my niggas hate Hifumi, bro. Bro, why is there shit stains on this? Okay. That is, oh, that's nasty. Cochino. There's stains on the carpet. What is it? My nigga, that is shit. I don't care what you say.
There's shit stains on the floor.
This poster, it's a popular boy band called Tornado. Somehow it doesn't quite seem to fit with the boys' locker room. Is that it? What about the bathroom?
Ew, cochino.
Ew, cochino. No mames. Okay, there's nothing in the pool. The pool? Yes. There's bloodstains on the carpet. It can only be caused by Chihiro's murder. Okay.
Damn.
Chihiro's presence was apparently such a weak. Her body and
No forgiveness!
to target such a helpless being, it's unforgivable. What a wretched beast would do such a thing. I cannot forgive this, bro. I swear, bro. If you make an enemy a Sakura, bro, she will turn Super Saiyan. Like, you saw the white light. You saw like the blue light behind her, bro. She was powering up. Oh no, I already ran. Alright. I could feel the light draining her own body's dead body to her dead body. Kyoko, what you got to say? Hey Kyoko, have you made any progress on your investigation? Generally speaking,
However,
but I have to get going. I have something unrelated to take care of. Something behind the case?
well,
What is it? Nothing you need to worry about. Just concentrate on the minute.
So
But
then-
before I go, let me give you one piece of advice. You should examine Chihiro's body one more time thoroughly. Also, her handbook is missing. You might want to determine its whereabouts.
goodbye.
That's it. I'll pray for your success. With that, Kyoko turned and left the girls' locker room. I guess I'll take another look at the body then. Chihiro's handbook is missing? Chihiro's handbook.
Handbook meeting.
Kyoko said I should examine the body one more time. I know, she said thoroughly, but I do have my limits. Well, I better give my shot anyways. Let's see. Chihiro's hands are bound with what seems to be like some kind of rope. The rope was used to prop her up in a kind of crucifix position. Huh? The rope has a plug? Wait, so this means this isn't a rope at all. The more I think about it, the more that's not the only thing that concerns me. Chihiro's fatal injury was a blow to the head, which means someone struck her in the head in order to kill her. That's right, there's an issue of her being suspended in the fatal blow. At first, I didn't see anything to think too much about either. But seeing them again, looking through the genocide jack, something isn't quite right. What does this all mean? Sad as a dead body? One more thing most likely is that all these mysteries together is true natures of rope that was used to suspend Chihiro. I'm gonna figure out there's a certain place I need to revisit and take a look over. Plus it might help to look at Genocide Jack's case one more time. So we got. So what? My nigga, what do you want me to do? What am I fighting for? Mondo, what do you gotta say? You got a real complex being feature your own. Stop nutting, bro. What are you nutting for?
Damn.
Or bloodlust from inflicting blood. What do I look at again? What do I look at again? What do I look at again? Again. What do I look at it again? Look at the tricks there. There's still more I need to check. What is there more to check? My nigga, what is there to check? Is it busting person? The big-breasted swimming model is pretty noticeable too. The girls' locker room doesn't seem like the kind of place you want to put this here. But wait, that reminds me, the poster in the other locker room is, that's right, there's something wrong about this. The boys' locker room is posted with a popular boy band, and the girls' locker room is posted of a big breast swimming model. Could the posters have been switched? And if they were there, and if they were, why? What reason would anyone leave? Maybe I should talk to someone who knows a little bit more about the locker rooms. You spend a lot of time exercising in the girls' locker room, right?
Of course.
I've used it nearly every day since it opened up. Since Hina and I use it together. Okay, then let me ask you something. Do you think the posters in the boys' locker rooms have been switched? Boys and locker rooms? Boys and girls? Well,
I'm sorry.
so I can't really say. I never really paid attention to posters.
However,
but there is something that has been bothering me about the locker room. You see, I like to drink a little protein coffee every time I finish exercising. Yeah, we have protein coffee in the warehouse. It's not the highest quality, but I don't have a lot of other options. I mix the protein powder with coffee and down a glass of it after exercising. Anyway, the other day I spilled some on the carpet in the girls' locker room and it left a stain. Stain? Yes, but I don't see the stain in the carpet now.
of course.
Exactly, I noticed it earlier. The stain has disappeared. I can only assume someone carried it along and cleaned it up. Wait a minute, the shit stain in the boys' room? Bro, that's a possibility. That's coffee, bro. Still, it's unusual clean as there's never a stain here to begin with. Disappearing stains. Yep, okay, well, that stain. Okay. Let me go make sure again. Yeah, the coffee stain is right there. There's a strange stain on the carpet. What is this? I just said it's coffee. It's 9:51. I mean,
Oh shit, it wasn't that, my nigga. What was this?
the wooden empty box is empty. The extension cord was there before. Leave the archive? Yes. There's a thick layer of dust. It might be some kind too. I guess not. Well, there's a lamp will turn on. I see it's not plugged in. The lamp's cord is not long enough to reach the outlet. But last time I saw it, it definitely was. It was on. Definitely on. It was definitely right here. That's why Byakuya was using extension cord. But there's no extension cord right now. I wonder if. I think that's all.
Oh shit, that's what that is. How did I not see that?
Oh my god, I literally almost choked on water, bro.
Damn.
Oh my god. Oh. Same as before, she won't come out, and she kept saying,
What the fuck just happened?
Something about genocide.
Dude, what the fuck just happened?
Everything happened, bro.
Dude, what the fuck just happened?
Everything happened.
Oh my god, no, fuck.
What actually happened? You good? What happened? Oh, mega low.
I just fucking lost everything. Are you kidding me, dude?
Wait, what were you doing?
How did that shit happen? Literally.
Alright, so I just left her there. You
Bruh.
left her? My head was all sweaty and I was getting pretty hungry.
Yeah.
Oh, but don't worry, I'm heading back as soon as I'm done eating. Toko's not exactly pleasant, but I'm still... It's not exactly pleasant, but I'm still worried about her. Speaking of which, why do you eat donuts, of course. Of course. There's
What
two
the
things that I'm sure
fuck,
God
dude?
created. Outer space and donuts. Really? But your hero would love to eat some more donuts. Maybe that was one of her biggest regrets. I should have tried to spend more time with him. Come to think of it, who did she spend time with? She was a little bit strange. Didn't really hang out with other girls too much. It's more like she was trying to keep a distance from us. Actually, Sakura said something similar. She said that even though you invited Chihiro to exercise with you, she always refused.
totally.
Yeah, it's true. It wasn't just us either. It was like she was staying away from all the girls. But she just...
Oh my god, I got it back. I got it back.
What happened?
I thought I fucking lost everything, dude.
What do you mean
My editing thing, bruh.
Oh, okay,
For my
yeah.
video. For my video. I thought I lost everything. I was literally working on it for like 2 hours. I was gonna check on it. And I thought I lost it. Dude, oh my god. If I would have lost it, I would have literally just fucking deleted that video.
Bruh. I don't know, she talked to the boys all the time. It's kind of weird that to be shy around your own sex, but it's totally fine with the opposite sex. Oh wait, maybe she was used to the guy spoiling her. The law said you can't judge by books by its cover. She's a whore. Okay. You think so? I never really thought she was that kind of girl. She's a slut. You remember that video where it's like a girl called her daddy, and then she called her actual dad? You seen that video?
No. It sounds funny.
It's like she called her dad, her actual dad. She said, Mona, I can see the chains moving. The screen is not frozen, stupid. Jonah, you're a slut, just like your mother. I'm gonna see if I can find the video real quick. Let me see if I can find it. This shit was funny.
Yeah.
Oh, I found it. Hold on. Listen to this. And then she dashes to the camera, bro. I swear, bro, as soon as I saw that shit, I was laughing my ass off. This shit was way too funny to forget. Oh, man. Myra! The last two were actually moved to the header. Actually, it's in the pinned messages. Oh my god. Hold up, her bio says she's 15? Whoa! Whoa, wait a minute, what do you mean? iOS account has been added. Yes. She was that kind of girl.
She's a slut.
Just like her mother. Myra! Myra! Myra, you're a slut just like your mother! So that's what we're doing here. The warehouse is amazing. That's absolutely everything one might need to live for a full life. Food, to clothes, to towels. There's an endless supply to choose from. I see, but have you found anything related to the case? I knew you were going to ask me for that. I thought talking about the warehouse itself might misdirect you, but it seems it was pointless. And when did you find something? Well, I'll tell you. And only last night I saw here Chihiro was in the warehouse. Really?
Indeed.
This was right before nighttime.
Hmm? What
are
are
you
you
doing?
doing out this late?
Oh, I was just...
Are you planning to go exercise, perhaps?
Hector, I'll be right back.
Alright.
What? How did you know?
Because I can see a blue track jacket sticking out of that duffel bag you're carrying.
Oh, you're right. Thanks. Well, I'd better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
She stuffed the jacket into her bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it. And just like that, she was gone.
Yes,
I
indeed.
assumed she was merely shocked up to go exercise. Or she was merely stocked up to go exercise in the morning, but it would appear that she ignored the nighttime rule and headed directly to the girls' locker room. If she hadn't broken our rule, none of this would ever have happened. You get what you deserve, I suppose. So apparently, she went to the girls' locker room late at night in order to exercise without anyone knowing. But this strange thing is, there's no trace of a jacket or a duffel bag Celeste says she saw Chihiro carrying, which means the killer has gotten rid of it somehow. So that's the count.
I'm getting tired. It's the... You remember... Please go...
Yeah, we don't. It's time for the meeting. Class trial. I'm ready to... What? Am I blind or are we missing someone?
Yo.
Toko's not here. Toko is? You really don't remember?
Come on!
Kidding, I'm just kidding. How can I forget that little nut job? See, the crucial part of the class trial.
What are you gonna do?
Okie dokie, I'll go ahead and drag her out the kitchen. I'll go ahead and drag her out there kicking, screaming. Just one moment, please. And just like that, just in a few minutes, he reappeared and dragged Toko behind him. And I told him I didn't want to, but he forced me. I can't believe you would drag a girl around. Terrible, you're terrible. So now everyone's here, right? Okay.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back. We're about to start the class trial.
Okay.
We'll go then also into the elevator, then let's get the show on the road. I'll see you guys out there.
Let's go.
Where are you going? We need to figure out who killed Chihiro. Chihiro Fujisaki. She was so gentle, so calm and meek. Nobody had a problem with her. Someone made a choice to kill a girl just like that. And the murderer is one of us. I had no choice but to do it. Yes. She gave a small nod and replied. With one last deep breath, I walked towards the elevator on shaky legs. Each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. As soon as everyone got on, the elevators began to descend. I couldn't get a handle of my emotions, couldn't stop speculating. The steel box sank with heavy, clunky sounds deeper and deeper into the ground as we went deeper and uneasy the uneasiness in my heart grew bigger and bigger. The elevator was infected, however, it continued to descend without hesitation, until finally, it came to a sudden stop. What do you think of the new redecorated? Isn't it so fresh and exciting? Don't waste our time with stupid questions. Let's get this over with. Good. Your ripped rating are good. Go. I gotta say it. I don't hate it. Not at all.
Well...
Okay, let's get the show on the road. Everyone, please find your assigned seats. Let me put my breathing technique. Oh fuck. Alright.
Let's begin with a bait. If you can, I'll. Okay then. So, first off, let's talk about the murder weapon.
First we have to make clear what used Silver to the fatal blow. It's obvious, nigga. We saw the dumbbell. It's not hard.
Chihiro's fatal injury. It appears it was a head wound.
According to the Monokuma file, then what kind of blunt instrument could it have been? I bet it was an iron pipe.
No.
No, it's wrong. Can we agree that the object that dealt the fatal blow was the dumbbell, found at the scene of the crime? It was covered in blood. And there
It
was
says,
nothing
15
else at
minutes
the
left.
scene that could have caused
For
that
Dragon
kind
Ball
of
Fighters?
injury.
Yeah, it went up. I don't know why.
And the
it'd be
wound
like
on the
that.
victim's head is consistent with the shape of the dumbbell. As far as I'm concerned, there's no mistake and no room for doubt on this one.
You looked at her head wound?
Yes! That's so creepy!
If you don't mind, I will proceed from here. Let's move on to discussion of the culprit. Although, I believe the criminal behind this heinous act is already quite clear.
What? For real?
Chihiro's killer is... the fiendish serial killer, Genocide Jack.
Genocide Jack, the fetus. Okay. That was not necessary. Oh my god. Did he really kill Chihiro? A new element has been added to non-stop debate. Actually, yeah, I want to hear. For this debate, line of white noises will appear. Okay, so it's that.
The culprit is Genocide Jack. I'm sure of it. Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
But that's impossible!
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on! There's just no proof for it.
False!
No, it's wrong. I might know one reason he could be involved.
What?
I found this file while I was looking around the archive in the library. I guess it's some kind of confidential file the police put together about the Genocide Jack case.
What? That's kind of weird as shit, isn't it? What was something like that doing in the library?
The why of it is probably more trouble than it's worth. So let's forget about that for now. More importantly, it outlines all the specifics of every Genocide Jack case in exceeding detail. According to the file, there appear to be two defining characteristics in every Genocide Jack case. The first is that a bloody message is found written at the scene of every murder.
Oh, that's right. Boob lust.
Nigga said, oh my god, I'm done with this nigga Hifumi, bro.
No. It's
Why?
actually bloodlust.
You hear what he said?
Nope.
Nigga said, ah, it's boob lust, isn't it? Nigga,
Bruh, this nigga.
he's horny, bro. Nigga's a fatty and horny, bro. I'm tired. Every Discord mod, no cap. Okay, I'm stop.
But more important is the other characteristic. And
I mean,
something that has
it's almost
never
true,
been
though.
made public.
Never made public? What the hell is it?
Why don't you tell them, Makoto?
The other characteristic of every Genocide Jack case, which the world at large doesn't know, if I'm not mistaken, it has to do with the potential of the body. Position on the body. How the victim was positioned.
I got it! Apparently, in every Genocide Jack case, the killer suspends the body in a certain way. Other than the killer, the only people who know about this are the higher-ups in the police department.
However, Chihiro was most definitely suspended in the same way. So, how did the culprit know about this when only high-level police officials were aware of it? There's only one logical answer I can think of.
No.
It's because the culprit in this case is the real Genocide Jack.
No fucking way!
You're saying Genocide Jack is one of us?
Yes, in fact, it's Toko.
What?
Nigga said, oh, it's her.
Genocide Jack's true identity is Toko Fukawa.
You lie!
What? Hey, okay, wait, hold on a sec. Toko has, like, bloodophobia or whatever, remember? What kind of serial killer is afraid of blood?
Is Toko Genocide Jack? The answer is yes and no.
Another riddle? Man, why's this gotta be so complicated?
Because she got a split personality. Okay, what is this supposed to be actually? S. Oh. S. What is this? C. No. A. T. Oh fuck, I'm dead. I already failed a case, bro. I already failed early case, bro.
Bruh. GG.
GG.
I refuse to give up yet!
I refuse to give up. Multiple view. Okay, so it's SC, okay. SC Johnson, a family company. S. So it's not T. It's C. O? No. Okay. C. It's not A. It's I. It's not P. We tried P. H. No, I'm gonna die again, dude. Oh my god, what is it? It's Z? Is it? Oh, it is Z. Okay. Yes. Ciso. I got it! Ciso!
Now I understand.
Shizo.
Is it because Genocide Jack has a split personality?
Huh?
I think I read that somewhere in the file too. They thought that the suspect might have, what did they call it? Dissociative identity disorder.
Oh, okay. But still, to go and say that about Miss Fukawa is
Perfectly acceptable. Toko's strange behavior after seeing the body is proof enough that she has a split personality.
One thing that shows that she could have split personality is behavior. Her behavior.
I got it!
Yeah.
You're talking about how she started acting totally different than usual, right?
That's right. Think back. She fainted when she saw Chihiro's corpse, and then, when she woke up...
I'm fine. What was that? The body hit her dead. She must have hit her head real hard. The world in front and back, the top leaning. In front of me, see lions concerning me. She is completely.
She was acting funny, that's for sure. That melancholy tone of hers completely disappeared.
Don't go assigning adjectives to my tone without permission.
Not to mention, once she regained consciousness and saw Chihiro's body again, she was utterly calm. In other words, within her is one personality that can't handle blood, and one that obviously can.
So when Toko trapped herself in her room, it's because she was scared of Genocide Jack?
I won't let Genocide Jack have control. I'll drive the killer out.
The reason she locked herself in her room wasn't to keep other people from getting in. It was to keep her other personality from getting out.
What?
Toko was afraid. Afraid of the murderous fiend inside of her. Of killing even more people.
How? Yeah. How can you know all this?
I do believe you misunderstood her. What she's trying to say isn't, how can you know all this? No. What she wants to know is, how could you tell them?
Huh?
Last night, just before Monokuma gave his motive speech, Toko and I had a strange conversation. She told me a most interesting story. She said a murderous fiend lived within her, and she was afraid it could appear and attack at any time. And that trepidation is what's caused her to have such a bleak attitude. Isn't that right, Toko?
This is all a lie. Right, Toko?
You said you wouldn't tell anyone.
What?
You promised. I can't believe you lied.
You have only yourself to blame. You came to me with your tragic little story. I didn't ask you to. This is the real world, not some romantic fantasy fairy tale.
Tell him again! Tell him again! Oh, I choked. I choked. What the fuck? Dude, I choked on my own saliva, bro. Oh my god. Tell him again! Tell him again!
Besides, you broke your promise first. You said that as long as you were here, no matter what, you wouldn't let Genocide Jack kill anyone. But in spite of that promise...
Chihiro's dead. So sorry I couldn't keep her promise. You don't worry, never again. I won't let Genocide Jack take control.
You said if I kept my promise, you would go out with me. That's the only reason I promised.
Damn, she's horny. This smelly whore is horny for that nigga.
How many times do I have to tell you? I never said that, but you weren't able to do it. You just couldn't resist that rush you got from killing.
I tried. I swear I tried to control it.
But your efforts were useless. What a disappointment.
I hate you.
Well, the opening act is nearly finished. All that's left is to hear from the person in question directly.
The person you don't mean.
Toko's buddy suddenly lunged backwards. A huge thud echoed across the courtroom, but in the next second...
Well, hello there! Is it me you were hoping to see?
What the heck?
She got tongue! She can do tongue action! Okay, I'm stopped.
This nigga.
So you figured it out, huh? Well, whatever. What are you gonna do? I'm the ultimate murderous fiend, Genocide Jack! Or better yet, let's go with Genocide Jill!
What the fuck is this? Toko, what happened to you?
Not Toko, that's a loser name, and what happened is a textbook split personality. So what if one of them happens to be a serial killer? You should turn a blind eye to one's fault.
So intense.
Like they say, sound in murderous mind, sound in murderous body.
This one is so different from the one we've come to know.
Yes, well, the world is composed of a front and a back, you know. Just like how every inning has a top and a bottom, or how in the depths of every truth lives a little lie. Behind every dark and gloomy soul lives another that shines as bright as the sun!
This is a murderous fiend, Genocide Jack. This is beyond insane.
Miss Jack, Jill, can I ask you a question?
What's up?
Some of us think you might be the mastermind behind our entire situation. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I'll tell you. I am the mastermind of all masterminds! Just kidding!
Then it's not true?
Of course it's not true! How dare you try to link me to that creepazoid freakazoid! And another thing, the police and government and society in the outside world are totally powerless! I mean, they just let this idiotic, bloodthirsty maniac go buck wild all over town!
Sure, I'm a bloodthirsty maniac, but life is pain, right? To live is to hurt other people. It's a necessary evil if you want to survive. The act of living itself causes pain for everyone.
Just kidding again!
This should be enough to convince you. This murderous fiend is responsible for Chihiro's death. There's clearly a motive, so there should be no doubt.
A motive?
Remember what Monokuma told us? If someone didn't murder and graduate within 24 hours, an embarrassing memory or secret would be revealed. Well, let's assume that Toko's secret was about Genocide Jack. If a secret like that came to light, Toko's life would have undoubtedly been forever ruined. So she had a very clear motive to never have that side of herself exposed.
Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. But sorry, as much as I hate to admit it, I'm not the culprit.
But I cannot imagine anyone other than you could murder someone in such a bizarre fashion.
Maybe so, but nevertheless, it's the truth.
Do you really expect any of us to believe you?
Yeah. I could never believe a word you say, you monster!
Maybe she's totally right, but there's something that still bothers me. What she said, I need to get more details out of this.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone!
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things.
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking!
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely. What more proof do we need? Give it up. You killed her.
Bro, she got tongued though.
Sorry, but I didn't kill
You say that, but do you really
I can't lie, bro. She got tongued.
When you compare your past murder to
Yeah,
modus
nigga, chill out.
operandi,
Chill out.
My nigga, I'm about to go crazy. No, I'm playing.
Are the methods of murder really exactly the same? I'm not so sure about that. I think there's a slight difference between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
Huh? How's it any different?
Oh, you don't know? Well then, human garbage, let me tell you! I murder with passion and conviction. I consider myself a professional, and I have a very particular way of doing things. Imagine you go to a fancy Italian restaurant. They're very picky about the noodles, the sauce, everything. But what happened to Chihiro? It'd be like if that same Italian restaurant started using ragu or Chef Boyardee. This is no creation of mine.
Let me rephrase that in a way that maybe makes more sense. There are two clear differences between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
One clear difference. The photos inside Jack looks see clearly the fatal injury.
I got it! For one, the cause of death is different. In the Genocide Jack murders, all the victims were killed the same way. According to the case file, they were all apparently killed with a pair of scissors. But Chihiro died from a blow to the head, right?
Ah, yes. That is remarkably different from the other murders.
Wouldn't it be strange for someone who kills the same way without fail to suddenly change their method? And there's more. One more conflicting detail.
That's right. In my recipe of murder, if the bloody message is the tortellini, then the arrangement of the body would be the pesto sauce.
Could you please stop comparing killing people to cooking? So, are you saying the other difference has to do with how the body was arranged?
And the second difference is thin. Stabbed through their hands. You can see clearly the body was what was used to suspend her. Yeah.
Do you remember what the killer used to suspend her? They used some kind of rope to hang her up by her wrists.
What is your point?
Well, in all the previous Genocide Jack cases...
Oh fuck, I didn't read what he said. point, while in all the previous genocide cases, something else was used to suspend her, specifically a pair of razor-sharp scissors.
Pairs of razor-sharp scissors.
And guess what? I used my own specially designed scissors for the murders and the arrangement.
Wait, what?
Like I said, I'm a professional. And you know what else? Big Mac said there's two differences, but he's wrong.
Big Mac? Are you referring to me?
Bro, she really called us a Big Mac.
Damn.
I'm gonna go with a Big Mac.
Oh yeah, I didn't scale him. Fuck, I'm stupid.
Listen up, Big Mac. There's actually one more difference.
Huh?
My word, you really didn't notice? Take a look at who the victims were in each Genocide Jack case. There's a pattern there, just waiting to be discovered.
Pattern?
Figure that out, and it'll be plain as death why I couldn't have possibly killed that little lolly girl.
And let's see the patterns surrounding genocide Jack killer that didn't fit. If you look at the names of each victim, you'll notice and think I figured it out. Because Chihiro was a girl, because Chihiro was her lover, because Chihiro was a friend, it's because she was a girl.
Is it because Chihiro was a girl?
Bingo! Bullseye! Right on the money!
What are you talking about?
In all the Genocide Jack cases, all the victims had something in common.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh my god. Dude, I'm done with Twitter.
What happened?
Oh my, I saw something, bro.
Guys?
I don't want to explain it anymore, bro. Oh my god. Like, okay. They're all guys.
Right. The people I kill with such passion and conviction are all adorable little men. I can't believe I said it. I'm so embarrassed.
The hell is wrong with you?
I can't help it. I'm just a full-throttle boy-on-boy fangirl, and the mopey side of me just hates it. But now I'm on the fast track to becoming a full-fledged fan madam.
So since Chihiro was a girl and not an adorable little man, you wouldn't kill her?
Would an Italian chef suddenly start making ramen just because they're both noodles? Don't be stupid. I have too much passion and conviction to cross that line. That's the absolute reality of the one and only.
We get it. You've clearly explained your hobby and your philosophy. But that's not all there is to it. It's a different matter entirely. When you're forced to kill in order to survive.
Quiet, lolly cur!
Lowly? Cur?
I would never kill for a reason as petty as mere survival. And if by some fluke I did kill to survive, why would I bother with the message and arrangement? It'd make me the obvious suspect.
That does make some amount of sense.
Plus, whatever reason I have for killing, I would never leave out my prized scissors. Who would go out of their way to use a big, stupid, heavy dumbbell?
Maybe you used the dumbbell because you couldn't find any scissors in the school?
Any scissors? I don't just use any scissors. I only use my own set of high-class envy of the entire world scissors.
Okay, whatever.
Are you sure about that?
She's fully equipped!
That's right! So I can kill anywhere, anytime! Why would I resort to dumbbells or rope when I have my trusty scissors by my side? Go ahead, tell me I'm wrong, you can you gutter dogs, all of you! Not to mention, I have no clue how to tie a good knot. The rope's totally out of the question anyway!
I have no idea what's going on anymore. Could such a heinous villain really be innocent?
But the body really was suspended, right? And nobody but the police knew about that.
Yeah. That's why we figured it had to be the real deal, and not some copycat killer or...
Oh, there is one person who could have copied the Genocide Jack case. Who? Nigga. Wait. Is it Billy Aqua?
Here's my answer.
It's Billy Aqua? I don't
Byakuya,
remember that shit.
it's possible you could have found out, isn't it? You'd have no problem gaining access to classified government documents or internal police records. Plus, you'd already looked through the Genocide Jack file before this all happened, hadn't you?
Are you saying Mr. Togami did it?
Then, the reason he pushed the theory of Genocide Jack being the killer so hard was because he wanted to pin the crime on her.
So, he rearranged the scene to disguise it and make it look like I put my stamp on it. The adorable glasses man was behind it all. Oh, I'm on fire!
Well, Byakuya, what's your response?
I see. So now the suspicion falls on me. Then I must ask, when would you say I began acting suspicious? Surely you must have an answer.
Looking back and thinking about it now, the way you were acting right before we discovered the body was a little strange.
No, locker rooms are very suspicious, very suspicious indeed. What did you do? How suspicious? It seems somebody searched the locker room. Let's start with the girls' locker room.
You wanted to go to the girls' locker room right away, right? But since you're a guy...
I should have naturally thought of the boys' locker room first. Is that what you want to say? The victim was Chihiro, a girl. Hence why I said we should check the girls' locker room.
Nothing strange about that, I'd say.
On the contrary, there's something very strange.
Okay then, what's so strange about it? Go ahead, share with the rest of the class.
So I need to make it clear to everyone. There's a new element. Truth flashbacks. When you aim at a weak spot, hold down triangle. Then you'll memorize the weak spot. The memory spot is only can be shot once as a single truth bullet. Shoot would change the soul. It will disappear from the truth side. How we can use it? You can see it as a line, a contrary, a little bit. It may be wise to memorize a different weak spot. Okay.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird... how?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
You absolutely take it! That's a natural reaction for any guy!
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl.
Boy.
So of course I would suggest we check the girls' locker room first. There was no time for pointless distractions. What's so strange about that?
I wish he'd taken me with you.
Okay, I need to make sure. Okay.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird...
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the... That's a natural...
The victim was Chihiro.
No, that's wrong!
The victim was Chihiro. But that's wrong.
I'll tell you what's so strange about that. Because up until we actually discovered the body, we couldn't have known who the victim was. So your claim that he went to the girls' locker room first because Chihiro was the victim doesn't hold up.
I see. That's a good answer, I must admit. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. But your reasoning is still too weak.
Huh?
What's wrong? Is that it? Surely you've got more than that. Go ahead. Show us.
It's like he doesn't even care. I've got him cornered, but he's acting like there's nothing to do with
What's the matter? You're not finished already, are you? There must be more to it.
There is. I think.
There is more to it. Think about it. We just talked about the differences between this case and past Genocide Jack incidents. The proof you're looking for is hidden in there.
Oh? Proof that I'm the culprit, you mean?
The difference between the case and the other Genocide Jack and the difference of the actor is responsible. What could it be? What could it be?
What? The difference between the cases? You want me to explain it again? When I want to kill, I use my very own special scissors. And I use those same scissors to arrange the body.
But Chihiro was suspended with... It was some kind of rope. Was it not?
That's right! It absolutely was!
Was it really a rope?
Then there must be something very fishy indeed about that rope.
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it from, huh?
I'd never seen that rope before in my life.
No!
No, that's wrong! Actually, I'm pretty sure you have seen it before. Because, you see, that rope, or should I say, that extension cord?
What? An extension cord?
Byakuya, you've used the extension cord in the library more than once, haven't you? And the same extension cord that was in the library all this time went missing after the murder. And there's no way someone who uses that extension cord as much as you do wouldn't discover that fact.
And Byakuya must be the one who took the extension cord. I can't imagine any other possibility.
That's really what you think? Then your conclusion is something like this? I killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, then hung her up and wrote that bloody message. I intentionally made it look like Genocide Jack was behind it. Is that about right?
He's doing it again. He's totally calm and totally unconcerned. Well, what am I supposed to say? Wait. Not even a ball.
What's wrong? I asked you if you think that's what happened.
Hell yes, that's what happened. So that's it, right? Byakuya's the killer.
I don't disagree with not disagreeing.
He kept calling this a game, right? So he'd be totally willing to do something like this to win.
Sorry, but
That's
can we hold
why.
on just a
Oh
second?
my god.
I think we need to talk about this a little more.
Sure. Do we really need to? We've already decided who did it.
I know, but still, there's something that's still bothering me.
Is that right? And what, pray tell, is still bothering you? I killed her in the girls' locker room, then disguised my crime. Specifically, I dressed it up to make it look like it was the work of a homicidal psychopath. What about all that bothers you?
Chihiro's body was definitely found in the girls' locker room, but does that mean, can I really accept what Byakuya was saying the truth? No, I don't think so. There's definitely something wrong about the scene of the crime.
I got it! You say you killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, right? But are you sure about that? Isn't it possible that the murder took place somewhere else?
How disappointing. What kind of question is that? Even in the world of disappointments, this is a true letdown. She was found dead in the girls' locker room. There is absolutely no question about that. How could the scene of the crime have been anywhere else?
Well, I think it's entirely possible that she was killed somewhere else, then carried there later, along with the rest of the murder scene.
Rest of the murder scene? That was awfully specific. Please tell me you have a reason for saying all of that.
I believe
Did you just take off your guard? When the story suddenly moved to Scream Sign Block, Byakuya was so confident till then. Maybe Byakuya never even realized that the actual scene of the crime scene could have been somewhere else.
Don't just move on without permission! What do you mean she was killed somewhere else?
Come on, Makoto. If there's any chance the murder took place somewhere else, let's see the proof.
Evidence that showed? Yes. The coffee stains! Wait, yeah, the locker posters.
I got it! The proof that she was killed somewhere else is the poster that's hanging in each locker room.
Your proof is some posters?
The poster in the girls' locker room was a picture of a big-boobed supermodel. But don't you think that's kind of strange? Why would the girls' locker room have a poster like that?
I bet those massive jugs of hers were totally fake!
Meanwhile, the boys' locker room had a poster of the super popular boy band Tornado. Again, that doesn't really seem to belong in a boys' locker room.
So you're saying that maybe the posters were switched?
And there's one other thing I noticed about the locker rooms. You know what I'm talking about, right, Sakura?
You're referring to my protein coffee, aren't you?
Protein coffee?
While I was in the girls' locker room earlier, I spilled some protein coffee on the carpet. But I noticed that after the murder, the stain had been totally scrubbed away.
No, it's not the stain that's been scrubbed away. It was moved.
I got it! The stain on the girls' locker room carpet wasn't scrubbed away. In fact, I found it on the boys' locker room carpet.
That's definitely the stain from my protein coffee.
Then, does that mean that the carpets were switched too? But why would anyone do that?
To move the murder scene from one locker room to the other. It's certainly plausible. In other words, in order to completely swap the scene of the crime, the blood-stained poster and carpet were moved along with the dead body. By doing this, the killer was able to change the entire room where the murder took place.
I can certainly follow your reasoning, but why would the culprit bother doing that?
Huh?
Why would they go to all that trouble of switching the scene of the crime? Actually, an even bigger question. If the murder did take place in the boys' locker room, then how did Chihiro get in the boys' locker room in the first place? To get into the locker rooms, you have to swipe your e-handbook across the card reader device. But Chihiro's handbook should have only allowed her access to the girls' locker room. She had no way to get into the boys' locker room to begin with.
No, she did have a way, and I can tell you what it was.
I highly doubt that.
Shut up! I'm telling you, I know how she could have done it.
Is he right? Is he right? Could Chihiro have gone into the the boys' locker room somehow?
Is it really possible? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow?
Ah! I got it! She must have hacked her e-handbook.
No. No?
Shoot!
Is it really? Could Chihiro really?
She must have hacked her e-handbook. She was the ultimate programmer, after all. I'm sure that would have been no problem for her. No, I don't think that's it. She used the thing that was in the main hall.
Huh? What then?
I'm talking about Leon's handbook, of course. If she had that, she could get into the boys' locker room no problem.
Is it really? Could Chihiro really?
Dude, what the
She
fuck?
must have hacked her e-handbook. She was the ultimate. I'm sure that would have...
No, I don't. She used the thing. Huh?
I'm talking about Leon's handbook.
No, it's wrong. No, I don't think Chihiro used Leon's handbook.
Why not?
Because Leon's handbook was broken.
Oh. Well, then, yeah, I guess that'd be pretty impossible, huh?
Dude, how
I am struck silent by how quickly you gave...
Plus, isn't there a regulation against using someone else's handbook?
Actually, the rule states that loaning your handbook is prohibited. It says nothing about borrowing one. In other words, you could borrow a dead person's handbook all you want, and you'd be safe.
Yup, yup, yup! Hit the nail square on the noggin!
Of course, if it were broken, that wouldn't make any sense anyway.
So then, she must have hacked hers, like I said. She used her ultimate programmer skills and...
You can't fix an e-handbook. The instant you open one up, a security buzzer starts blaring.
So, if she didn't use Leon's handbook, and she didn't modify her own handbook...
Maybe Mr. Naegi's initial assumption is just... wrong?
It seems like there's no way she could have got into the boys' locker room. So I guess so.
Okay then, I vote for Byakuya.
Bruh.
So is that it? Chihiro's killed in a girls' locker room and Byakuya is still the one who did it? Really? I still don't get what it
Hold on a second. I agree with you, though. I think you're on the right track.
What the? You finally decide to open your mouth and that's what you've got to say? There's no way she could get in the boys' locker room, right?
Why are you so sure she couldn't get in? There's still one other way she could have gained access.
What?
What are you talking about? What other way is there?
Well, to explain that, why don't we take a little break from the trial?
Alright, fuck it. I'm
I'd
gonna
like
do
you
that.
all to come see something.
Wait. Just what do you think you're doing?
Don't worry. This'll make the whole trial more exciting. I'm sure that thought must please you.
Huh? It'll make things more exciting? Well, all right then. I declare an official class trial recess.
Nigga said a recess? Okay.
Now then, what is it you want to show us? It better not be boring or I'll be very unhappy.
Oh, I have no doubt it'll meet your lofty expectations. So, shall we go?
So before I even knew what was happening, the class trial was put on hold. We headed to where Kyoko and leave. And where she took us...
The girls' locker room?
We've already searched this place top to bottom. What are you trying to pull, Missy?
I'd like you to examine the victim's body one more time.
You want me to check it again?
Be sure to examine the entire body very carefully. Take your time.
Examine her carefully? Like using our hands? No way!
It's probably best if I don't run my hands all over a girl's dead body.
It's not that I'm creeped out or anything, it's just based on religious grounds, you know?
Very well. I'll do it.
But you're a girl. You shouldn't have to touch a dead body.
No, it's okay. I think Chihiro would rather have a girl examine her. So just leave this to me.
Sakura. What is this? Some kind of secret girl-on-girl action? Is that what you two are about? That's not it at all. Stop screwing around.
Shit, it happened to get my nigga. Oh my goodness.
Okay, here I go. I'm sorry, Chihiro. Please excuse the intrusion.
Hands girl. Brief prayer. Sakura then began quietly examining her
Be
body.
sure to check her entire body, and I believe we will solve this particular mystery.
Her entire body? I know you say that, but... What? This is... What is this...
What is it?
Not possible. It's not possible.
Chihiro's lifeless form, her massive frame trembled.
This girl is
what?
Is a boy!
Ah, I see. So she was actually a he. Interesting. Thank you for confirming this fact. What?
You're joking, right?
I wouldn't joke about this.
Then it's really true?
Chihiro was... guy? Oh, what? You guys didn't know? Heck, I knew that right off the bat.
Hector, what's up?
The down's at 5 minutes. So it
5
should be
minutes? Yeah.
Chihiro Fujisaki was totally a guy.
He was a cross-dresser? Oh no, I'm really on fire! I wish I had killed him!
So that's what Kyoko wanted to show everyone, huh? Now let's ride this wave of...
Oh, I need to use restroom fast. No. Alright. We're back.
We've all just learned of the shocking revelation that Chihiro was actually a boy.
Chihiro was actually a boy! Alright.
Yes, well, I don't know his reason for hiding it, but the fact is, Chihiro was not a girl, but a boy.
To think Chihiro was actually a guy, I thought that thought has never crossed my
And
mind.
because the victim was male, he would have had no problem gaining access to the boys' locker room.
Assuming his handbook did, in fact, list his gender as male, then yes, that would be true.
Of course his handbook said he was a boy. He dressed like a girl, but he was a boy through and through.
So then, there should be no issue with Makoto's initial assertion. The victim was killed in the boys' locker room, and was then later moved to the girls' locker room. And the killer could have easily used Sayaka or Junko's handbook to get into the girls' locker room.
So Chihiro really was killed in the boys' locker room?
I still don't understand the motive for moving the body, but yes, that does seem plausible.
Well, I must admit, I did find it rather odd. I knew he felt a little off. There was a certain incongruity to his female body.
This is the most titillating situation!
So now everything has been connected. All the mysteries have finally become clear.
Okay, well, connected or clear or whatever. We still think you're the killer, remember?
Very interesting. This has become very interesting indeed.
He's off in his own little world.
What about you, Makoto? After everything we've learned, do you still think Byakuya's the killer?
Well, without a doubt, Byakuya is the one that made Chihiro's death look like Genocide Jack did it. But I think he might not actually be the killer after all.
What? But aren't you the one who accused him in the first place?
He just seems to be too easygoing about all this. Like he's enjoying us solving the mystery. The way he's acting, it makes it seem like it doesn't have anything to do with him.
And you think that might be because it doesn't have anything to do with him?
Plus, the evidence he left behind was a little too... how can I put it? Overt. He consciously chose to use the extension cord, knowing it could connect him to the murder. At least, that's how I see it. And Byakuya, when you found out the murder took place in the boys' locker room, it seemed to rattle you. And then again, when you found out Chihiro was actually a guy, if you really were the killer, that stuff wouldn't have had any effect on you.
So that's your thinking, huh? Well, it bothers me that you don't have more concrete reasons,
Hector,
but
what's up?
It's fine.
Okay.
I guess I'll
Since you're
mark it as
quiet.
correct.
Yeah, I'm
for
just
the
reading
time being.
I'm just letting the monologue or the dialogue go. Oh, okay.
Mark it as correct?
He's right. I am not the culprit. I just happened to come across the corpse in the girls' locker room and decided to alter it.
Are you fucking with us right now?
No, I am not effing with you right now. I'm telling you the truth.
Well, I find it very hard to believe.
Go ahead. Find it very hard to believe. You're free to be executed along with the rest of us.
If you're really telling the truth, then why? Why do you do that to his body?
My reasons hardly matter right now. Uncovering the culprit is much more important, wouldn't you say? Now then, if it wasn't me, who was it?
Well, I don't think I can say for sure without talking about it a little more.
We're seriously gonna keep going? We're all good, aren't we? I thought it was clear Byakuya did it.
No, I'm with Makoto. If there's any doubt whatsoever, we need to explore every possibility, because if we're wrong, we all die here.
That's true. Very well then. I'm with you too.
Damn straight.
Do you not have a mind of your own?
Of course I do. What am I, an ant or something?
Anyway, let's discuss this all as a group one more time. We still have time to make our decision.
That's very true.
Our lives are all on the line.
Excellent. Then shall we resume our game of hide and seek?
But if Byakuya didn't do it, then who's the real killer? Who murdered Chihiro? There's one thing we can be sure that we know about the killer. The killer was able to gain access to the real murder scene, which means the killer is a guy. See, the crime scene was the boys' locker room. You would need a boys' handbook to get in. Since Leon's handbook was apparently broken, the killer would have to use their own. In other words, if it has to be a guy. But there's still not enough. I just need to find more clues.
Isn't there a single clue that might lead us to who did it?
Clues are one thing, but did nobody get a look at the killer?
I'm sure if someone saw the killer, they would have said something by now.
Perhaps someone saw the victim at some point. Even that might be enough for now.
Bruh.
Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of new info.
It's over. It's all over. You want to know who saw the victim? The killer. And only the killer.
No,
It's not like they're just gonna turn themselves in. Game over, man.
No! Not game over!
No, there's one person who saw her, or him. There's one person that saw him.
Yeah. All we need right now is...
It's over. You want to know who saw the killer?
No, what's wrong? I believe someone else did see the victim before he was murdered. What do you think, Celeste?
Now that you mention it, yes. I did see him.
Huh? Really?
Oh, but I suppose only Makoto knows about this. The rest of you had no idea, did you? That is why you're all making such ugly noises.
Whatever! Just hurry up and tell us!
It was last night, right before nighttime. I saw Chihiro in the dormitory warehouse. I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag, and then, I assume, he headed off to exercise.
A track jacket and a duffel bag? But we didn't find anything like that at the murder scene.
It seems likely that the culprit destroyed them to get rid of any evidence.
And that is when he said something that struck me as rather odd.
Well, I better get going so I'm coming in a hurry.
Chihiro told me he was in a hurry, but why would he be in a hurry? Only if someone were waiting for him, I should think.
So, Mr. Fujisaki was on his way to meet with someone, and then they were going to work out together?
But Hina and I had invited him to exercise with us plenty of times, and he
What
always
did I do?
declined.
Probably because he was afraid you'd find out the secret he was hiding, right?
Which means that conversely, he must have trusted whoever he was meeting with very much. Enough so that he was willing to risk his secret being revealed.
Oh, what a marvelous friendship! The point is, whoever he met up with is the culprit, right? So we just gotta figure out who it was.
There we
But
go.
knowing what we know, I can't even guess.
No. You already have what you need to make the connection.
Huh?
You know who the killer is.
Seriously? Who is it?
Think back to the track jacket and duffel bag the killer disposed of. Focus on the details of these items, and it should become obvious who was waiting for him.
Are you sure about that? You really think we can figure out who did it based on two pieces of evidence that we don't have?
What? You want to track down some fingerprints or something?
Even if we have the equipment for that, we wouldn't know how to use it.
As was noted, the evidence is already gone. There's nothing to get fingerprints from.
Maybe, but we can make certain inferences if we just take the time to talk it out.
Easy for you to say, but fine. Celeste, did you notice anything special about the bag or jacket?
The bag was just a normal duffel bag from the warehouse. All the bags in there are the same, so I can't imagine what would make that one special.
Well, if I remember right, there was a decent variety of tracksuits to choose from. Do you think there might be some connection between the culprit?
Perhaps. Let's explore that and talk a bit more about the jacket he took.
Does Chihiro track jacket really hold some clue about the killer? I believe.
First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed. He was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to ask, Why did he choose the specific tracksuit that...
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing!
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
I don't even have
Oh, wait a minute!
Because exercising sucks.
What happened?
This nigga said, okay, we don't know, literally anyone in the trial or in the trial classroom does not know what the color of the tracksuit is. But this nigga said a blue tracksuit even though he didn't see it.
Not a chance.
This nigga murdered her.
What he just said without even realizing it?
This nigga Mondo murdered her, bro. Or him. No, it's over.
First of all, we know he was on his way to go exit, so next they have...
Why did he choose? What do you mean? This?
I got it! It matched the one...
So,
The killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit.
No, it's wrong!
You stupid ass nigga.
Hold on a second, Mondo. What did you just say?
Huh? What'd I say?
When Celeste testified a few minutes ago, she said...
A track jacket and a duffel bag. And how do you know the
She
color?
never said anything about the jacket's color. So why did you say Chihiro's blue tracksuit?
What are you... You just...
Hey, Celeste, what color was Chihiro's tracksuit?
As a matter of fact, it was blue.
Oh, nigga, you're dead.
And before we began the trial, did you tell anyone that?
The only one I told about any of this was you.
I'm gonna get you done fucked up.
And
I'm gonna get you done fucked
how
up.
did you know what color Chihiro's tracksuit was?
Uh-huh.
Because I just... I'm sure he saw the clothes at some point in the investigation.
No, that can't be it. The bag and clothes were surely disposed of by the time we began our investigation.
Then the only reason he could have known what color
Bro,
the
what the
tracksuit
fuck?
was is if he saw Cherry with it before he died. That's the only possibility. So, how about it? Did you see the tracksuit or didn't you?
Just by chance. I just happened to see it last night. He
Oh no,
walked
you're
past
sweating.
me,
You're
and he was
sweating.
carrying the
You're
tracksuit.
sweating.
No.
You're done. It's
That
over.
can't be it either. When Celeste noticed it, Chihiro made a point of making sure the jacket was completely in the bag. If you just ran into him briefly, you couldn't possibly have seen what color the tracksuit was.
It would appear you've dug your own grave.
Nigga, you done fucked up.
Perhaps. But you handed him the shovel, didn't you? That's why you said what you did. Focus on the tracksuit and it'll be obvious who he met with? What a bunch of nonsense.
Ah, now I understand. It was all one big bluff, wasn't it? Your true intention was to draw a slip of the tongue from the culprit. That's why you said you knew who did it, to put them on edge.
That's right. However, Mondo was my target all along. I had my suspicions about him from the very beginning.
But why? What made you so suspicious?
That's a good question.
Because I hated him. The way he talked, the way he was acting.
There was a certain turn...
No, I fucking skipped a whole shit ton of monologue. Because I thought I got it wrong. The way he was acting. There was a certain turning point that tipped me off. Maybe you didn't notice it, Mondo, did you? But you tended to refer to men and women differently. You only call guys dudes. For girl, it's chicks. And after he was killed, you happened to refer to him as dude. Once I picked up on that, it occurred to me that Mondo knew something we didn't know. You noticed such tiny detail? Are you a witch? She's a witch. She's positively frightful. No, I'm not frightful. Not nearly as frightful as the one capable of murdering a friend. Mondo, was it really you? Did you kill Chihiro? I didn't kill anyone. You've been all over me, judging everything I say, putting words in my mouth. What gives you the right to treat me like a goddamn criminal?
Yeah! He would never do something like that! This is a false accusation!
It's true. My reasoning on that is pretty shaky.
That was fast.
Well, this does present us with a problem. It seems we are all out of leads.
My time has nearly come. That's what my little ghost friend is telling me.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Hifumi, weren't you telling me you'd found some evidence?
Really? What kind of evidence?
Actually, you know, now that I'm thinking about it here calmly, it might not be all that relevant.
Jeez, does your confidence just get up and walk away? It's fine, man. Just tell us.
Bro, what happened to this thing? There we go. No! 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 Dude, I fucked up my fan. Bruh. I'm low-key trying so hard to fix my fan.
Niggas bombed the building.
Hold up. Oh, I really messed up my fan. God, who fucking designed my fan like this, bro? Ah, there we go. Okay, I fixed it.
If you really insist, then, here it is.
What do you have there?
It happens to be an e-handbook.
Hold on, no, I can
found
only
it
say
laying on the ground, so I
handbook.
scooped it up.
You found it on the ground, right? So this must belong to... It's mine. It's Mondo's? It's Chihiro's?
I got it!
It's Chihiro's? I thought it was
We
Mondo's.
know Chihiro's handbook was missing from the scene of the crime, right?
For a fact.
For a fact indeed. I was totally sure I'd found it.
Then it must hold some clue about the culprit, right?
Well, that's what I was hoping. But it's busted. It won't even turn on.
I imagine the culprit broke it to get rid of any evidence after the murder.
That's odd. I didn't think the handbooks were quite so fragile.
You're right. They're not. They're totally waterproof and shock resistant. It would take an awful lot to break one.
And yet, this one does appear to be broken, as is Leon's, sitting useless in the main hall for all your confidence. That is a remarkably high failure rate.
Do you think there might be some kind of mystery in there somewhere? How, precisely, did the handbooks get broken?
How they get broken? By hitting its weak point.
You already told us before that the handbook has one weak
Bro,
point,
what the
didn't
fuck is going on?
You remember that? Sure, maybe I let that slip. But I never told anyone what the weak point actually was.
But if the handbook is supposed to never break, and two of them broke in quick succession,
Then we can only assume that someone's figured out its weakness. You know what the weakness is, right, Monokuma? So, what is it?
You're asking me?
I think it's a necessary piece of information if you want this to be a fair trial.
But if I tell you, and someone else decides to copy it, that would be very not good.
Just tell us already. Why would we want to break our own handbooks?
Oh well, I have a weakness for pushy demands. But you're sure you won't follow their example? Then allow me to make a
That's why,
special
bruh.
announcement. The weak point of my cutting-edge e-handbook is when it's exposed to high temperatures for too long, it will suffer a meltdown and totally break. I flippin' knew it.
You knew it?
yeah, because I found the handbook laying on the floor of the sauna.
The temperature in the sauna can reach over 200 degrees. Strange how you don't get burnt, huh? It's because as your sweat evaporates, it creates a cooling layer of air around your skin. If the hot air of the sauna were somehow pushed directly onto your skin, you'd definitely get fried. That layer of air would get blown away. That's why you may feel a burning when you move around. So when you're in a sauna, make sure to keep nice and still.
There we go.
Interesting. I learned one
That's
new
what I was
fact
doing
today.
wrong.
That is a
There's
mere
something
trifling speck of knowledge.
Anyway, if you found the victim's handbook in the sauna,
Dude, this nigga's hand is the size of my face. I just realized that. This nigga Hifumi got big ass hands, bro.
Then the killer must have been purposely trying to raise its temperature in order to break it.
Meaning the culprit somehow knew its weakness.
But how'd they find out? Monokuma said he didn't tell anyone, right?
Indeed. Quite the mystery.
What if they found out by accident?
What do you mean by accident?
What if the killer took their own handbook into the sauna, not knowing its weakness, and it broke? They'd realize it was broken, of course, and it wouldn't be hard to figure out why. And once they had Chihiro's handbook, they knew they had an easy way to dispose of it.
I won't say it's not possible, but who would have done something like that? I don't know of anyone who took their handbook into the sauna.
I might know someone who did.
Whoa! Seriously?
I think the one who may have taken their handbook into the sauna was...
Who might have brought their handbook into the sauna? Mondo, we're all that close during that. Oh, yeah.
Here's my answer. Mondo, your handbook got broken in the sauna, didn't it?
What? Why? Why do you keep accusing him?
Mondo and Taka had an endurance contest in the sauna not too long ago. And for the contest, Mondo just so happened to keep his school uniform on. But little did he realize, he'd also left his handbook in one of his uniform pockets. And when it was all over, Mondo discovered that taking your handbook into the sauna could easily destroy it.
No, wait, hold on. You've got it all wrong. He would never... I don't accept this. Show me the proof. The actual solid proof.
I don't want to believe it either, but I found something that proves it beyond shadow. Okay. Okay. We got a lot of choices. We got 3 choices.
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
No, that's wrong.
Show it to us, then. Show it to us. Show it. Show it.
Mondo, the handbook you have right now, is it really yours?
The fuck is that supposed to mean?
The broken handbook that was in the main hall, isn't that one actually yours?
What the heck are you talking about?
What I mean is, I think Mondo swapped his handbook out for one that actually works. I think he took Leon's handbook and replaced it with his own. After all, Monokuma said himself that Leon's handbook never should have broken.
That's right! The punishment it suffered wasn't nearly enough to destroy it.
So then, the broken handbook in the main hall is actually Mondo's, which would mean that the handbook Mondo has right now is actually Leon's.
But doesn't that violate the school regulation that says loaning out your handbook is prohibited?
Well, here's how I look at it. There is a rule about loaning your handbook to another student. But if they're dead, they're not a student. It's
oh
kind
my
of a gray area,
God,
I
dude, I
admit.
keep forgetting.
But no worries. If anything, it just makes things more interesting. As such, I decree that exchanging handbooks with a corpse is not a violation of the rules.
Well, Mondo, if I'm wrong about this, you're welcome to say so. I'm happy to admit I made a mistake.
Son of a bitch. What's wrong, bro? Come on, tell him he's wrong.
Yeah, tell him again. Tell him again.
You are wrong. You have to be wrong. Everything you just said is wrong. You made it all up.
Okay, then why don't we look back on this case one more time, from the beginning. That way, everything will become clear.
Alright, we're in closing argument. We're basically about to wrap this shit up.
Here's exactly what happened. First, last night, Celeste saw Chihiro in the warehouse, correct? At the time, she was apparently stuffing something into a duffel bag. That something was a blue tracksuit. You can confirm this, right, Celeste? With bag in hand, Chihiro headed out, even though it was officially nighttime. She made her way to the locker room, specifically the boys' locker room. But how could the victim, who was apparently a girl, access the boys' locker room? Simple, because she was really a he, which is why he was able to use his own hand to gain entrance to the boys' locker room. Once inside, he met with someone there. And the person he met was the one who killed him.
Okay, but why though?
It seems likely that the killer grabbed the nearby dumbbell, approached the unsuspecting Chihiro, and attacked him. And that's where the bloodstains on the poster and carpeting in the boys' locker room came from. It was likely in the heat of the moment. The body was arranged, but the murder itself felt unplanned. Which is why the killer hurried to try and hide the act. First, pulling up the bloodstained carpet. Then, removing the bloody poster.
Dude, are you fucking kidding me?
And finally carrying the corpse into the girls' locker room. A girl's handbook was necessary to get into the locker room, of course. But this alone doesn't prove that the killer was necessarily a girl. After all, Sayaka and Junko's handbooks had been placed in the main hall. Using one of those, a boy could get into the girls' locker room without much problem. And that's exactly how the killer did it. With the carpet and the poster they brought with them, they got to work. They changed the layout of the boys' and girls' locker room in what you might call a crime scene switch. That could have been the end of things, but no. Byakuya discovered the body and decided to intervene in the situation, making things even more complicated. So, after stumbling on the crime scene, he went and grabbed the extension cord from the library, and then
We got to work.
he used the cord to string up Chihiro's lifeless body. Then, using the victim's own blood, he left a grisly message there at the scene of the crime. He wanted to create the illusion that Genocide Jack was responsible for the slaughter. And around the same time that Byakuya was putting together this facade, the killer, having already disposed of Chihiro's bag and other blood, there, they planned to destroy the last piece of evidence, Chihiro's handbook. And just as the killer expected, the steamy sauna was enough to ruin the electronic gadget. Somehow, the killer knew that the handbook couldn't stand up to the heat of the sauna. And the reason they knew that is because the sauna had already wrecked their own hand, and that's how it all played out. Isn't that right, Mondo Arata?
Josuke! Nigga really do be looking like Josuke though.
Wait! No! This can't be right! Where's your evidence? Yeah! Where's your evidence? You need evidence! You need proof! Without any proof, you can't pin any of this on him!
Like, if I can somehow show Mondo's handbook is right now, once I do that, everything will become clear. Fever time and nigga time. Nigga time. press square. So you press square, X square, X square. Happy. My nigga time, nigga time, nigga time.
Bruh, I think.
Well, you messed it up.
Oh my fucking god.
You lost it out, didn't you?
Nope. I was supposed to.
Show me some evidence.
I kept deleting the vote. Wait.
I won't listen. I refute you. False.
Oh, I'm so dumb. I kept deleting the clip thinking I did something wrong, but I was doing the right thing.
I won't listen.
Damn.
False.
And I deleted it like 5 times thinking I did something wrong.
I refuse to vote.
Bro, I'm literally the
Show me some evidence.
biggest dumbass in the fucking world.
That's
I won't
crazy.
listen. I refute you. False.
But it was getting like so annoying. Like I would do it, but
Show me some
then
evidence.
I would do it and I'm like, what the fuck? Why am I doing this shit wrong? But I literally was not doing it wrong.
Show me some evidence.
Any proof you can't pin them.
This should prove it.
Thinking so far is right, Mondo must have replaced his broken handbook with Leon's. In which case, we can just check each of our handbooks right now. Once we do that, we'll...
We don't gotta do that. Yeah, I did it. I killed him.
Nigga just run it up. He said he killed him. It's over. I didn't get straight A's. I'm sad.
Bro, what are you saying?
I got no choice.
Oh my
man.
god, dude.
After hearing all that, I gotta just give up. Go ahead, Monokuma. Get it over with. Ask for the goddamn verdict.
Roger that.
Wait, hold on.
No waiting, no holding on. Time for the moment we've all been waiting for.
Bro, this nigga
Grab your
Taka,
lever
this
and
nigga Taka's
give
really
it
about to
a-
lose his like friend, bro. Like his only friend in this fucking class.
Who will you elect as the
Damn.
blackened this time around? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Who's found guilty? The nigga with the Josuke haircut. Oi, Josuke!
What?
Uh-oh, this time it looks like you got it right again. Yes, it is so. The Blackened who killed Chihiro Fujisaki was Mondo Uwata. In case you're wondering, the vote was not anonymous. Kiyotaka chose the wrong answer. You're trending very close to the danger zone, Miss Ishimaru. You need to be more careful. I refuse to believe it. There's no way he killed someone.
Sorry.
What is this?
Why are you apologizing? Why? Why did you do it?
Now then.
Well, it looks like Mondo's taken a vow of silence, so allow me to explain on his behalf.
Actually...
The story of the murder... Allow me to explain. The story of the murder this time is a sad story of 2 men. Bro, this nigga Monokuma really telling me to skip his story, bro.
Bruh.
Like he said, like, oh, but for anyone who doesn't want to hear, you can just hit the circle button. My nigga just said, like, you can fast forward this shit. You can leave. That's crazy. Anyways, there was once a young boy, and his name was Chihiro Fujisaki. He had an extreme complex regarding his own lack of strength. You're so weak, even though you're a boy. He had heard things like that as long as he could remember, and he couldn't overcome his weakness. On the contrary, he tried to hide and bury himself further and further into his weakness, to take on the fragile form of a petty young girl. He has chosen that as his way out. Nobody will be able to say anything about even though you're a boy. But even no matter how tightly he wrapped himself up in that shell, the inferiority complex has already taken root deep inside of him, and he was not so easily weeded out. As it turns out, the shell was completely empty. The complex didn't disappear. Instead, it only grew stronger and stronger. I'm weak.
Weak, 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 weak.
Once the killing game has begun here at the school, he had no choice but to accept this fact. After all, a world of survival of the fittest is, if you're not strong, you don't survive. And then the lovely and hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets, which of course includes Chihiro's embarrassing secret, which is more than willingly to indulge. Even though he dresses like a girl, Chihiro is actually a boy.
Hey,
And that was something Chihiro couldn't let anyone find out, no matter the cost. And if that was revealed, it would be the end. The hardened shell would crack. Without a doubt, those around him would torture him more than ever before. Everyone figured being thrusted into a delirium must have sent him spiraling into despair. And yet...
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, I don't want to talk about it right now.
But
I also don't want to leave things as the way they are, so maybe we can talk about it. After I try my best to become strong, then I can tell everyone. Annoyingly, he used the threat of discovery to motivate himself to become stronger.
That's right.
Finally.
Now's my
I
chance.
want to change.
I'm going to get stronger and accept who I am. Strong enough so when someone says even though you're a boy, I'll be okay. I'll get better. With that thought in my mind, at the front of his mind, he resolved to take immediate action, and so that day he made a commitment to begin exercising. He was prepared to retain his mind and body, but sadly, that would be the first and only chance he would get at it.
hey,
When he decided to start exercising, he thought it would be good to ask someone for help, but he wanted to tell that person his secret first, then ask him for his help. And that person he went to...
Yeah, that's right.
It was Mondo Uwata. Yep, it sure was. The biker game fella has been painfully clear about how important that his manly promise were. So Chihiro probably figured out that even if he confided in Mondo, his honor would make him keep his secret. Plus, Mr. Macho Mondo was the very symbol of a strong man that Chihiro has always aspired to. Maybe talking to Mondo about it will help me give some courage. So he went and asked Mondo to help. Help him become strong. That was his aspiration, and he thought that only with Mondo's support he would ever be able to come close to that.
Correct.
So that must be why Mondo did what he did, to keep his promise he made to Chihiro. Now what did he do? You mean that why Mondo carried Chihiro from the boys' locker room from the girls' locker room?
Indeed.
Yes, that's exactly what I mean. Wasn't that to cover up his name? Well, it could be part of it, but I don't think it was the main reason. Real purpose to keep the promise between men he made to Chihiro. But how does moving his body keep his secret? Because if everyone knew he'd been killed in the boys' locker room, then everyone would be arguing about how she got into the boys' locker room, right? Once that started up, at least a few of us would have immediately begun to suspect of his identity. So he tried protecting Chihiro's secret by putting him in the girls' locker room and stealing his handbook. See? Then Mondo did all of that to keep the promise he made to Chihiro, who he also killed. Why would you do that? The more I hear you talk, the more I don't understand. I mean, you guys trusted each other, right? So why did you? Because no matter what, I didn't want anyone to know.
I knew it.
So that's what triggered it after all. The possibility of having your embarrassing moments in secret exposed.
What is is this?
That's impossible. Nothing could have been that bad. Something he didn't want anyone to know, even if it meant killing someone. It's impossible.
Don't make me repeat.
How many times I have to repeat myself? To judge others by their own standards is a height of folly. Even if you can't comprehend it, he's obviously can, and that's all to it. Well, while we're on the subject, why don't I tell you that embarrassing moment, the secret that he didn't want anyone to know? You know what Mondo did? He killed his own brother. Mondo, the ultimate biker gang leader, makes all the hoodlums and riffraff across the country tremble. But the only reason he had the chance to join the gang in the first place was because of a certain someone. Mondo's older brother, named Daya Uwata. Mondo has had nothing but respect for him. It was because of Daya that Mondo has given. It's because of Daya that Mondo ever got a motorcycle. Boom, boom. Mondo's brother was his only family growing up. He was the only one Mondo could trust or respect. He wanted to measure up to his big brother, so he imitated him in everything he did. Mondo was the Itomen and straight-eyed kid brother. Meanwhile, the charismatic older brother had put together a local motorcycle gang, and before anyone knew it, it has grown into the biggest biker gang in the country. Daya and the older brother, number one in the gang, and his number two, his younger brother, Mondo. In the beginning, everything was peaches and gravy. But when Mondo started to think about how he would have to take over the game from his brother someday, his brother's greatness and reputation began to grow on Mondo's very own soul. The kid's gonna take over for Daya, huh? Daya created the game with his bare hands. Mondo's just along for the ride. Can someone like him really be our leader? All thou do is make the gang look bad. Almost every day, Mondo heard the gospel whispers of the other members of the gang, which is why I gotta get stronger than Daya. Just once. No matter what, I gotta win. I don't care what it takes. I gotta come out and talk. On that night, on the amazing brothers' retirement ceremony, Mondo challenged him to a street race. But during that race, tragedy struck. The kid's brother pushed aside a reckless abandoned thief, eager for victory, and dashed into an oncoming traffic. But suddenly, laying in his kid's brother's arm, the older brother delivered his final words. "My bad, kid. I fucked up. Sorry." Of course, he knew it was his brother's fault, but Daya never blamed him for what happened. The kid, "Hey kid, the rest is up to you. No matter what, you gotta keep the gang together. Cause it's a team. It's the team you and me put together. It's a promise between men." He decided to hide the truth of what happened from everyone else in the gang. In order to keep the gang together and keep the promise together, he would never admit to anyone that he has his own weakness that caused the crime. That he would never admit to anyone that it was his own weakness that has caused the accident. And the result? The team was made even stronger under the banner of the kid who bested his big brother. Daya was gonna lose to his kid brother, so he got stupid and got himself killed. And because of that explanation of what happened, Mondo's lie became the truth. He wanted to lead the team so bad he was willing to tell all kinds of lies about his brother. I'm strong. Strong. And yet, as soon as our killing game began, he realized no matter how tough you pretend to be, he was just another weakling that could die in an instant. And then the lovely and hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of our embarrassing secret. At that point, it's clear that I would have no problems shedding light on this secret. Mondo killed his own brother. No matter what, I couldn't let the other gang members find out. If that happened, everything would have been ruined. Everything me and my brother have worked to create would have been destroyed. His death and all guilt I've been carrying around would have been for nothing. So that's why I, Mondo, after I saw what Monokuma had on me, my head filled up with all kinds of fuzz and uneasiness and just started swirling around. I never felt anything like it before. I didn't know what I was gonna do about it. I'm sure I wasn't sure what to think or say, but after a while, that fuzziness uneased. I turned itself into a rock-hard lamp of anxiety until I turned itself into a rock-hard lump of anxiety way down in my stomach. And it was right there that Chihiro asked me to start working out with him. And right there, he told me his secret. Seriously? Jesus.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry I lied to you. But why? Why now? Why are you telling me this all of a sudden?
Huh?
Huh? Because, I mean, you kept the secret all this time, right? If anyone found out, you would...
But...
You're right, but...
I want to change.
I read myself in lies. I'm weak and I want to destroy the version of me forever. His words were like a knife to my gut. I felt like he was exposing that lie I've been living in myself. I have to change. I don't want to become weak anymore. You're so strong. It can't hurt you, right? Whatever secret Monokuma might tell us.
You piece of...
So what? You're saying I should just say it?
What?
You're saying if I really am, I should just be able to tell everyone my secret?
Huh?
No, I was jealous. I was jealous of Chihiro's strength. He had strength to face his own weakness to try to overcome it. It was the kind of strength I never had. So I was jealous of him. And the jealousy broke me.
What?
Are you making fun of me? I'm strong. Are you fucking with me right now?
No!
I'm not making fun of you. You really are strong, Mondo. I felt like I could hear something starting to creep. Something inside my head. What did you want me to do? What was I supposed to do? Was I supposed to sit back and let my secret get revealed and ruin everything?
What's wrong?
Damn you!
Why did you have to tell me that? Are you trying to rub my failure in my face? No, I was just admiring you. I admire your strength.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right, I am strong. Strong. Stronger than you.
You son of a bitch!
I'm stronger than you, Daya. I don't remember anything after that. When I woke up, he was laying at my feet, covered in blood. I had the dumbbell in my hand, and I was just staring at him down on my ground. Hey.
I killed him. I killed Chihiro. Even after all this time, I'm still just as weak as I've always been. And thanks to that, I did something I can never take back.
Mondo. He was normally so aggressive, so angry, he hid that weak side away from everyone that was his secret. A weakness like that lived in a heart like his and turned him cold-blooded. God damn it. Alright, I'm back. Welcome back. Look at him. You see? You're all just like him. For a secret from the past memory? For that he killed another living human being. He killed another living human in cold blood. He couldn't cut free of his regrets from the outside world. He doesn't know what true strength is. Do you see hope anywhere in there? Cause I sure don't. You bastard, just shut up, you son of a bitch. Go ahead and say that again, I dare you.
Yep.
Okay, I'll say as many as I want, but I'll say it as many times as I want. Is that what you want me to say? But unfortunately, I can't do that right now because it's time for punishing is fast approaching. Punishing?
Kid me.
You mean execution?
Well now.
That's what I promised you, right? The blackened that disturbs peace will be punished.
Ridiculous.
Hold on.
Now then, I'm prepared to... Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
Sorry, man. I couldn't keep the promise we made. From one man to another.
Josuke is dead. Oh, Josuke! Bro, they made this nigga Mondo into butter now, bro.
Bruh.
Is that even possible?
Mondo butter.
Mondo butter, bro.
Butter. Damn.
Laugh at death and your soul will forever be at peace. It can't be my brother. Another murder, another execution. I want to feel again. Everyone's life is taken so lightly here. I might feel like I might be going mad. Maybe I'll just let it happen. As Taka's sad scream invaded our skull, we each forced to realize once again, but he of course had to too. What a disappointment. Is this the end of the game? Byakuya?
What is this?
You're completely insane, you know, a game? One of our friends is dead, do you realize
Naturally.
that? Of course I do. Because this game is life or death.
Hey.
I don't have anything to say to you. I don't have a response except
However,
that I just don't understand why. Why do you go out yourself to disguise Mondo's secret crime? Or Mondo's crime?
What?
Why? Why? Isn't it obvious? Because it makes things more interesting. His voice is so calm and emotionless, like the voice of death. It chilled down my bone. Last night when the murder took place, I was in the library as usual.
Honestly.
So you ignore the nighttime rule too. The rule never mattered to me. I don't recall agreeing to it.
There is nothing to be
Well, I
done.
don't particularly care anyways. The night grew late and I decided to return to my room, which is when I stumbled upon him. I spotted Mondo coming out of the girl's locker room. After he'd gone, I looked inside and I saw a corpse. What? You mean you actually witnessed the murder? He was such a fool. He didn't even have the slightest idea that I've seen it.
Well...
So you're saying you knew the culprit was from the very beginning?
That's right.
Indeed, but if it had been the end of it, how boring would it have been? I mean, what a waste of time to have to answer and reveal right at the beginning. Which is why I decided to lend a little helping hand. I thought it would have lightened things up. You did all of that to lighten things up.
I see.
So after hearing about Genocide Jack in Toko, you decided to use that to create a fake murder scene. But damn, man, if I haven't figured that out, who would have done it? Well, you would have been dead too, right? Well, obviously, I would have revealed the truth before I reached that point. Of course, Byakuya turned and looked at me in the eye. I could feel a sharp eye piercing to me. Thanks to a certain remarkable someone, it never did, and I was able to perform an interesting experiment. Once I do decide to become blackened, I now know who I'll have to watch out for.
Correct.
So that was your reason. Are you satisfied?
Indeed.
Yes, we're done listening to your story. Now moving on, there's something I'd like to ask Monokuma.
What's this?
Oh, I'm up next. You like to perform these aberrant execution each time, correct? My question is why? Do you like them? But you know, this punishment, this despair is not just for you. All this punishment, all this despair is my gift to the mankind itself.
What?
You're over-exaggerating. I am not over-exaggerating. These punishments are meant to transform all hope into despair. What do you mean? Mean. Good grief, I don't understand why you have to pick apart everything in your stupid things. Whatever, it doesn't matter. In the end, I'm going to stand alone as a victor, and then everything will prevail to me. The noble son of a noble family. Truly, you understand me. I think this is the start of terrifying friendship.
That's enough.
Shut up. I would never stood up to the level of a childish criminal like you. Let me just say this. After I achieve complete victory, you're up next. I'm going to find you and kill you. You understand?
In the name of my family.
In the name of the Tomogami family, for which victory is foregone conclusion.
You're getting all riled up!
Also cool, so you're like the main character of a video game or something. No trash mob for you. I swear, whatever it takes, I will kill you. Temper, sounds like someone needs a nap. Monokuma's laugh peeled across the courtroom, and curtains closed at the case of Chihiro's and Mondo's. But I knew it wasn't the end. The killing game was still going to continue, because the mastermind wouldn't let it end. For those of us who were still alive, our worst fear and despair kept on multiplying. It was the kind of despair that felt like a blind puppy in the hells that are more future than us. All our courage and our effort, our friendship, it felt like it amounted to nothing at all. It was the worst kind of despair.
Well, anyway, like I was saying, this is a pretty good spot. Yeah, a really good spot. Anyway, isn't it amazing how that girl went and killed someone before things even had a chance to get boring? Once things really get moving, it'll be like a roller coaster. There won't be any stopping it. Fear and despair charge forward at a speed nothing can hope to match. But I must admit, I'm disappointed. I went to all the pain and effort of making you part of the group, and you couldn't play your part. You do remember you were supposed to make the first move, right? Well, no biggie. Nothing we can do about it now. So just do your best to make things more exciting from now on, okay? After all, that's what everyone wants to see.
There's one thing
As long as you don't want to know my measurements, fire away.
Who is it? The 16th high school student in
Ooh, my, you really took me by surprise there. I know I said you could ask anything, but super denied, ultra denied, demonic denied. Because you see, that's my ace in the hole. And nobody'd be dumb enough to reveal that, right? No matter how close they were to their friends.
Alright, we're done with chapter 2.
Damn. Chapter 2. Boy.
You have 3 more chapters left.
3 more, bro.
So far, like, 5 people died already. Crazy Diamond! You want to save data? Yes. Okay. Well, this is the end. Alright, yep, that's the end of the stream. Early Danganronpa stream is done. What time is it? 11:50? Okay. So 2 hours, basically. I should... Wait. No, it felt like almost 3... Yeah. Well, I mean, like, last time we stopped at, like, the investigation. And then... Alright, well, I'm gonna stop the broadcast. That's it. We'll start chapter 3 tomorrow. Or actually, no, I'm gonna take a break for a little bit on Danganronpa.